everyone. Hi guys. How are you all? Hello everyone. Good evening. Good evening everyone. My name is Afreen Azmat and I am your IEFS and PPP educator. So today I am going to tell you some very important guidelines for your preparation for your PPP examination. See, we have seen that in the last examination cycle, actually PPB paper was very tough, right? In the last two examination cycle, in fact, my examination cycle as well as in November examination cycle, in the last two examination cycle, PPP was actually very tough. So what are our learnings from these two examination cycle? What we have to do, what and how we have to prepare from now onwards for our PPP examination, right? So first of all, let's talk about this particular thing, right? That what changed slowly over this 2025 time period. First of all, there was lot of questions which was application based question. Yes, it was application oriented question. There was no direct question in the examination. A lot of numerical questions were asked in the examination. For a very surprise turn, we have seen a lot of numerical questions in the examination, which was very unexpected. Paper was too lengthy. In fact, it was too lengthy to even finish reading that particular paper in the particular time period. So we have to be very quick, we have to be very precise, and we have to just give few, I think, if I'm not wrong, half a minute for a question, and that's how we have to do the complete PPP examination, right? So there was application based, a lot of questions which was application based question. Few direct questions were asked, but a lot of indirect questions were asked, right? Then we have to talk about the case study. Case studies has everything. Case studies have increased. Okay, concept clarity was tested, and even when the notes was not enough in the examination for completing that whole paper, right? So in 2025, actually bankers was tested with this PPP examination, because there was lot of application based question, lot of indirect questions, case studies, lot of numerical. The papers were too lengthy at all, too lengthy papers. Okay, so it was actually all the highlight for 2025 examinations, right? So, if we talk about the dominated topic for the 2025, like we have the negotiable instrument, various codes of BCSPI code, customer service and ethics, this was actually asked a lot of time. Case laws, different type of case studies, lending principle, questions related with the three lending principles. Okay, calculating the working capital by the three methods of lending, very important. Then we have types of account, KYC implication, banker customer relationship. These were the topics which was actually asked in 2025 examination. Numerical based question, lot of numericals from working capital, so you have to calculate the working capital, so lot of questions from there, right? So if we talk about the common mistakes, what the bankers has to do in the 2025 examination, first of all, they just read out PPP like a theory subject. They don't want any concept clarity. They was overconfident that okay, we know everything about PPP. We are bankers. We know everything about PPP. PPP was a easy piece of cake for all of us, and that's what actually made them pay the cost. Why? Because reading PPP only like the theory subject, not at all. It was actually not at all useful, right? They have skipped the case laws and examples. Okay, they have actually ignored the real banking situation. They have not practiced the enough case study MCQs, and they have studied only in the last 2 to 3 months, right? So as a result, they have actually confusion, The paper was too lengthy for themselves because they cannot even process the question in their mind. Scenario based question, they have a lot of confusion in that. So these are the common mistakes which we have seen in 2025 examination. They have just read the PPB like a simple theory subject. Simple theory subject. They have skipped the case laws, real banking situations. They haven't studied the whole time period, and just only last 2 months they start preparing, and they have not practiced, and that's why they have failed in the examination. So what we have to do for JIB 2026 for clearing our PPP examination? First of all, see, you have to study this subject as a concept based subject, not a theory based subject as you have done in the last cycle. No, because conceptual things are nowadays very important for you all, and we expect that for 2026 examinations these were even tougher than the previous examination. So you have to study every topic with a proper example and focus on the key area, and for that you have to just trust your educator. So you have to do what? First of all, you have to do the concept clarity, and for this, in the foundation batch we are starting 2.0 foundation batch in English medium in Oliveboard app. So concept clarity here is must. So concept we are taking to you with the foundation 2.0 batch. Okay, then for revision we have the crash batch starting just after the foundation batch. Then we have to take the examples in MCQ. For this, we have started the crackers batch in the Oliveboard app, right? So we have Foundation 2.0, we have the crash batch, we have the crackers batch as well, and we have to be very consistent with the complete thing, right? We have to make our concept clear, then we have to revise, then we have to do the practice, and finally we have to do the last minute 1 or 2 days of revision, right? So this is the strategy for clearing your PPP examination in J for year 2026, right? So if we talk about PPB, it is not difficult. If you just study correctly, you will find it easy. You should have to just build your basics very strong. If your basics are very strong, you will find the subject easy, right? And concept clarity is must for your examination, right? And that's why I've given you the quote here: start right, stay consistent, and think like a banker, because you all are banker and you have a lot of power. You are actually heroes in your real life because you are following your bank routine, you are following your day routine. Every woman banker, they are just take caring of their husband, their home, their children, even the bank, and studying for JIB. Every male banker, they have a lot of responsibility of their mother, father, wife, children's in the home. They have to take care of their budget. The male bankers, they have to just think, they have to grind themselves in the offices, right? And then studying JIP after that. So hats off to all of you bankers. We know that you are all in a very tough position, but I am promising you that if you are following it in a very right manner, you are able to clear your examination. Just stay right, start right, stay consistent, and think like a banker, right? And for all of you, I have started the JIB PPP master batch for all of you. Now, in this master batch, we have 110 live sessions, unit wise coverage of all module. We have some specific MCQs and case study, and we have 10 full length 10 full length PPP mock tests, right? 500 plus important MCQs I'm going to practice in this particular PPP master batch, right? And it will be in complete English medium, as well as we are starting the English medium batch also on the JIP foundation, right? So everyone kindly endures yourself in these batches, because this is a very right time for you all to start your PPP examination cycle, right? And there is a flat 60% off going on in the Oliveboard app. So because this is new year and this is the best time, you can just purchase the batch at a very good discounting rate. Everywhere you will find the discount. So in the Oliveboard, flat, flat 50% off, 60, even 60% off, right? So this is it. Thank you so much everyone for joining this video. Thank you guys. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye guys. Bye everyone. Take care. Bye guys.